We've come together in the Upper Blackfoot watershed because it's an incredibly special place and it means something to all of us, and we want to work to fix it.
The Upper Blackfoot Confluence, UBC, is really focused on restoring the aquatic and fisheries habitat of the Upper Blackfoot River. Trout Unlimited, Idaho Conservation League, 2 other mining companies that were all very much interested in getting something done on the ground that benefited the river, the fish, and the local community that had an interest in those resources.
I think the UBC was born out of a combination of frustration and conflict. Whether it was land management activities that people had disagreements on, or mining proposals that people had different ideas about, or cleanup proposals that people had different ideas about.
It feels really good to sit down at a table with groups that have historically been in conflict and have everybody sort of, oaring in the same direction.
We've mined in this area for decades, and we plan to be mining in this watershed decades beyond that. So we have a vested interest in ensuring that that's sustainable and that this watershed stays sustainable as well.
If you think about the West, to me, I think about cutthroat trout. This is a wild native fish that just screams Western United States to me.
Native fish like the cutthroat here need an entire watershed. They can't survive if they're stuck at the bottom, and they can't survive if they're stuck at the top, but they can survive and flourish if they have access to everything.
Some of these populations can blink out if we're not prepared to fight for them.
So projects that we've accomplished on the ground have mainly focused on improving water quality, keeping water in the river and creeks, improving some of the irrigation diversions so that the ranchers can continue to get what they need, but do it in a way that's less impactful on the river and the fish that are in there.
When I was working with a landowner, I'd never tell them anything that I couldn't do. I'd look them straight in the eyes and tell them what you think. That is, I like to say, the proof's in the pudding. Walk out here and look at it. So.
And yes, I was kind of skeptic to start with. What was going to happen, how it'd work, and they promised me that it'd work. And what has been beautiful about it, it has worked. So it has been a fantastic improvement for me.
When it all comes right down to it, we're all conservationists.
If you give Mother Nature a chance, she can really shine.